Hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to do a workout review of Whitney Simmons' 18-minute ab and HIIT workout. So stick around and I'm going to share what I think about the exercises, if I like them, if I don't like them, if I think you should never do them, and all the rest of it. So let's go. If we're just meeting, my name is Alina and I am a certified personal trainer, and I use YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok to post beginner-friendly fitness tips so that you can look and feel your best. So for today's video, we're going to go over this really popular workout. It has over 600,000 views. I'm going to give my take on it, and then you can decide if it's a workout that you want to try the next time that you want to work out using a YouTube video. Okay, let's play it.
Day to be alive, and I am so excited because today I'm taking you through a complete follow.
Okay, I'm gonna skip the intro, but basically she looks really nice and she's doing a really nice intro.
High intensity. If you have my app and you want to come join our Facebook, let's do it.
Okay, so I believe that there are 3 circuits to this workout. Okay, so the first exercise is a prisoner squat with a hip rotation. So let me lower this volume. I really like this exercise just because I think it's a really good challenge and a lot more interesting than a normal squat. But one thing to definitely keep in mind is that if you have any knee issues or joint issues, or if you don't really do cardio that often, to be super careful with this, because if you don't do cardio often and you go right into something with a jump, it can be a lot for your legs and a lot for your joints. So maybe try doing this without the jump if you are a beginner, if you're not sure, and then start incorporating the jump as you get better at it and more comfortable with it. Okay, so the intervals here are only 30 seconds and then you get 20 seconds off. That's pretty good. Most workouts don't give you that much rest, so thank you, Whitney. The next exercise is a plank up down. So planks, obviously, if you follow me at all, you know that I really love planks, and they're really good for just your inner core muscles like the transverse abdominis. And adding movement to your planks like this, where it's like an up and down movement, gets your arms working even more during the exercise, and I really love that. But one thing to keep in mind, again, because I do a lot of beginner-friendly workouts on this channel, is that this is more advanced. This does require more upper body strength, and it'll challenge your shoulders a lot more. So try it out, but if you can't do it for the entire 30 seconds, don't feel discouraged because it is pretty challenging. Just maybe hold the plank instead or go slower. Wow, that goes by really fast. I'm not doing the workout though, so I guess if you do the workout, it does not go by that fast. I'm trying to think. Okay, so the next exercise is an in and out jump. I really like these two. It's basically a jumping jack, but without your arms being part of the movement. I would prefer just a normal jumping jack, just because then it's more of like a full body movement, if you will. However, this isn't bad, especially if you're a beginner and that is too much coordination for you. But when you're doing this, try and resist the temptation to take it easy. With this type of movement, it's super simple to be like, I'm just gonna go slower and do the exercise, and it'll be like another rest period for me. But instead, you should definitely try and do as many as you can. I always try and go faster than the person in the video, just to challenge myself more. But definitely a really good cardio exercise that you can do at home. But if you do have joint issues, definitely consider like a walking version of it. Okay, she's lying down now, so maybe, oh, these suck. Oh. Okay, the next exercise is an around the world crunch. So a normal crunch, you're just lifting your shoulders off the ground while you're lying on the ground. Super simple. But in this one, by adding a twist, she's getting you to also target the side muscles of your side ab muscles, like your waist muscles, if you will, which is definitely harder. I know for me, when I've tried this exercise before, it's definitely more challenging. So if this is uncomfortable for you, do a normal crunch. And if that's even too much, you can hold another type of plank, or you can do an entire sit-up, because some people just find sit-ups to be more comfortable than an around the world or just a normal crunch. She looks like she's working really hard, and now I feel guilty that I'm just like watching her work out without actually doing the workout. Okay. Oh, okay. This next one sucks. And by sucks, I mean it's really good for you, but it's just very difficult to do. And it's a half burpee with a crossover. And what that means is that you just go into a plank position and jump back and come, and then you switch your feet, like cross over your feet. This is a lot for a beginner, I would say, just because there's a lot of coordination involved. So if you are uncomfortable with that much coordination, I would stick to half of the movement. So either choose to do like the jumping back and forth part, or choose like the feet crossover part, but not both, because then you'll just make it a little bit easier for yourself while you're still moving. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm asking as if you'll answer me. Oh, the next one is a scissor run. Okay, so I really like scissor runs because I just find them more interesting to do than like a high knee or like a jumping jack. So I definitely really appreciate that. And she's keeping her arms up during this movement, which is really cool because then you are working your shoulders alongside your legs and like getting your heart rate up while doing this exercise. So I definitely think that's really good. She's going at like a moderate pace, so definitely make sure that the pace you choose you can stick to for the entire 30 seconds. But if you can match her pace, I would say that's actually really good. And what happens now? Oh, okay. So circuit 1 is done, and she's really generous. She gives like an entire minute in between circuits for you to just rest. A lot of people will not do that. So one thing that I do want to keep in mind is that if you are a beginner, this will be tough for you because 30 seconds on is still a long time. You may want to try doing like 25 seconds or something if this is too much. Or you can slow down the movements or even pause so that you get longer rest periods, because I would say that her workouts are for like intermediate level people who work out, or for people who are just more familiar with exercises, because in this video she doesn't actually explain any of the exercises. She's just playing music and you follow along with her. So if you don't know how to do certain exercises, take the time before the workout to actually look into them and to Google them so that you feel comfortable while you're doing them. Oh snap. Okay, so the next exercise is an explosive jack. Whoa. Okay, so basically this is not a jumping jack because you're adding in like a narrow stance squat, so like a squat where your legs are together more, and then you're going into the jumping jack from there. This is difficult, not gonna lie. So if you are a beginner, you may want to just do squats, or you may just want to do jumping jacks. But just remember that if you can try doing this and challenge yourself, do that, because a lot of times I'll notice people will just kind of give up on the harder option because they've decided that they can't do it, and then they'll go back and try it again later and they'll be like, oh, I could have done that. What is this? A hut hike. Oh, I see this on her Instagram all the time. So you just kind of shuffle and then bring one leg up. Even though this is a cardio move, it'll help you with your balance a lot, because you have to stand on one leg every time you go to either end of your mat. So making sure that your balance is good is really important, and try and also slow down if for some reason this is more difficult for you, because I think trying to work on your balance is important, but don't let that stop you from doing this exercise. So if you need to focus on the balance part more, then maybe make the movement a little slower. She stopped before the timer. What's next? What's next? What's next? Ooh, the next one is a skier. Ooh, okay. So she looks really serious when she's doing her workouts and like really put together. I don't look like this when I work out. But okay, this is similar to the hut hike, where it's going to require balance on like one leg every time you go from one side to the other, which again, I think is a really great way to build your balance and to get better at it, because that also incorporates your core. But if for whatever reason that is too difficult for you, you can definitely do what she's doing, which is every time she goes to the side, she makes sure that actually she alternates. Sometimes she'll place the other foot on the ground to help her with her balance, or sometimes she'll just stay on one leg. So you can play around with that if you are struggling with the balance aspect of it. Okay, what's next? High knees. Okay, this is a classic. I think that everyone should be doing high knees just because it's a really great way to mimic running while you're home. Again, if you do have knee issues or any type of joint issues, this isn't a great option for you. You may want to consult with a doctor or ask for an alternative. Alternatives that I sometimes recommend to people are squats or lunges if they can handle that, just because those tend to be less of an impact on your knees because you're not jumping up and down. But for this exercise, I really love when people like Whitney really incorporate their arms into it too, because that makes it more of a full body exercise. What is next? Okay, she's on the ground now. What happens now? Ooh, okay, I call these plank twists, but she's calling them plank hip drops. Okay, so again, like I talked about before, planks are really great. They're really good for you, but sometimes they can either get boring or you may be ready to like kind of spice them up. So adding different movements to it like this will actually make them either more challenging or just more exciting for you. So I like this variation a lot for actually challenging your obliques, like the side muscles in your body. So definitely a really great recommendation for that. And as much as you can, keeping your hips down is really important. I know it's not possible to always do that, but as much as you can. And she's just like, nah, I'm gonna lie down now. That's it. That's all I got. I'll give her this. She goes all out for her at-home workouts. Like, she's not pretending at all. Okay, next is toe touch crunches. Oh, I hate these. No. Okay, so this type of crunch will work the upper part of your abs, and it's really good if you are kind of sick and tired of normal crunches. I don't find these that comfortable. I don't know what it is, but I just don't find them comfortable. So what I always do is replace this with something else. Like I'll do leg lifts, or I'll like leg raises, or I'll do a sit-up. I don't know what it is about this exercise, but she's also looking like it's really difficult. So it's worth trying. Try it and see if it works for you. If it doesn't, there are other alternatives for sure. Oh, that was quick. So now at this point in the workout, you're done with 2 circuits. And if I remember correctly, the 3rd circuit is just that repeated. All of those exercises from the 1st and 2nd circuit repeated for the 3rd circuit. So I'm not going to go over that entire thing because you already have heard everything that I have to say about those exercises, but I think this is a really solid workout for sure. Whitney also is just really great at incorporating both cardio and strength into her workouts, which I really appreciate. And as an ab and HIIT workout, I definitely think that she challenges both like your core, your obliques, all the parts of your abdominals, while also getting your heart rate up with those skiers and those hikes and those high knees and everything else. So I definitely recommend trying this workout if you haven't already. It's only 18 minutes, not a long commitment. If it's too advanced for you, definitely try and check out other beginner-friendly options. I have a lot on my channel, just if you're new to working out and you want more direction on what the exercises are. I definitely focus on trying to teach you how to do the exercise, what that exercise does, so that it's a little bit easier for you to learn how to do everything. So definitely check that out if you're interested. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video and got value out of it, definitely like and subscribe so that you can see me here every week for a new video. I'd love to see you here, and you can find me daily on Instagram and on TikTok for more beginner tips at @CoachAlina_ on Instagram and @CoachAlina on TikTok. So I hope to see you there, but until next time, bye.